Hey everybody, Jamie here, New England Haunter. Today's video is the last episode in my Did It Work series for this year. I can't believe we've already made it to this point. Went by super quick. I'm excited though, as I mentioned before, now I'm going to be going back to my weekly build videos. I keep calling them build videos. The majority of them will be build videos, but I will be sprinkling in some, tips and tricks and things like that. And then as we get closer to Halloween, of course, I'll be doing my yard haunt updates as well. That being said, in today's episode, we're going to be revisiting my DIY $15 24-foot graveyard fence. Did it work? Let's do this.
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
If you're looking to build this fence, be sure to check out the original build video that will be linked in the description below. I found this material at Home Depot. It's called wood lath, and it comes in a bundle of 50. I'm sure they probably offer something like this at Lowe's or your local, lumberyard or hardware store. This is just where I happen to find it. Now I'm going to use hot glue to put this together. I had originally tried using a staple gun, but the staples that I had at the time were not long enough to go through both pieces. So you may be able to purchase, longer staples depending on the type of staple gun that you may own. And you could try using zip ties or screws or craft wire. This is just how I decided to put this together. And here's how it turned out. When I first came up with this idea last year, I built a single section of this using the hot glue, and I put it through some pretty good testing here in the elements. I propped it up in my backyard where it sat in the sun for a good 7 hours a day. I'd go out about every other day and soak it with my garden hose. So it was in the rain, wind, and sun for 3 weeks straight. And it passed with flying colors. I had no issues at all with the hot glue. Now I do want to mention, I do get a lot of questions about how to prop this fence up. Now I did mention it toward the end of the original build video. You could use multiple pieces of 2-foot rebar, pound them into the ground behind where your fence is going to go, and then just, zip tie or wire them to the fence panels. Or you could do the same idea with wooden stakes. Just pound them into the ground behind where your fence panels are going to go, and you can, zip tie or even screw into them to hold it up. So if you followed my series up to this point, I typically do like the whole shout out thing here in the comments. This particular video got a lot of views on it as well as comments. So it's kind of hard to go through all the comments like I normally do. There are some key points that I would really like to talk about here. First off, when I did this build for you guys, I released the video, and within just the first hour probably, I was hit up with a lot of email messages and a lot of comments with regard to the materials not being available in certain areas. And I apologize about that because I did initially go on the Home Depot website. I didn't realize that I had my store locator on. So it was choosing my local store. So when I found the materials, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Anybody can get this online. This is going to be great. That wasn't the case. Honestly, I almost pulled the video because I felt really bad. So I went in immediately and I made a note in the description saying, hey, materials may not be available at all locations. So I do apologize about that. I felt very bad about that. But what I did find is that there's a $30 version of pretty much the same material available for the folks that couldn't find the $15 version. It's the same size, same amount of pieces, and the only difference is my version is a rough cut version. The wood is a rougher wood. The $30 version is a smoother finish. So, honestly, even $30 though for 24 feet of graveyard fencing is crazy. If you guys have ever built or looked into building a PVC fence, one 8-foot section, you're not going to be able to build for any less than $30-ish, somewhere in there. That's in 2024, 2025 price range. So to have 24 feet of fencing for $30 is pretty awesome. Now I did include a build sheet with this particular build, and I did that for anybody that wants that real uniform look of having the spindle pieces to be evenly spaced, and then when you place 2 sections, 3 sections next to each other. Everything is spaced out evenly. That doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You could make it, crooked and all like eerie looking. You could even cut it down, horizontally to knock it down to a 2-foot high fence and get twice the amounts. You'd have 48 feet of a 2-foot high fence if you want. Again, I just show you guys ideas of what I think would be cool. Take it and do your thing. That's why I'm always asking for like pictures and video of the way you guys do my builds. I love seeing stuff like that. Another thing that I do want to mention is I used hot glue to put this together. Again, it doesn't mean you have to do that. I chose hot glue because not a lot of people have tons of tools like maybe I do, or you may have at home that's watching me. This build is really made for anybody that wants to do this. Stay-at-home moms that are looking to do some cool things with their kids for Halloween that they can all be part of and throw together very easily. Hot glue, it's awesome. So for my DIY $15 24-foot graveyard fence, did it work? I didn't use it, to be completely honest with you. I have another version of a fence. It's made with PEX tubing. I'll link that in the description below. I'm sure if you followed my channel, you already know what that looks like. That's my go-to. I absolutely love it. This version that I did for you guys was for you guys. I happen to have a piece here that I want to show you. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on camera, but this is an actual fence panel, if you will, that I used in the video for you guys last year. And this is what I'm going to say about this. It was outside in the environment for all of my testing, right? After that, I threw this thing behind my shed. It was in the snow, rain, heat, cold. I mean, typical New England weather for how many months now? 6, 7 months. This thing absolutely worked. You could definitely get at least a few seasons out of this. And it may be dependent upon where you live. Arizona, West Coast, where it's super hot. I don't know how hot glue holds up in weather like that. I can only, let you know what happened out my way here in New England. That's it for today's video, guys, and that's a wrap for my Did It Work series. The next video you see is going to be a brand new build video, and we're going to be doing build videos all through Halloween for 2025. So if you're into that type of thing, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.